So welcome back to another weekly vlog of Ladies Aid. Look at the Ladies Aid. Oh, have you showed our special guest?
No.
We have a special guest this week. We haven't seen him since last year. Here he is.
I mean since last year.
Since last year, 2023.
I haven't been here?
No, he hasn't been here. He's still here. He's still alive.
Still alive.
I mean, he's speaking French now because he's been in Quebec so much. That's where he's been.
Not much.
This is probably the only time you'll see him. Then he's going to be gone again.
No, not much more. It's winding down.
Just a couple more races left and then he'll be back. Then you'll be sick of seeing him.
You think so?
I don't know. No one's asked about you, so I think they've forgotten about you.
That's all right.
Before they were wanting to see more Steve-O. Now that he's been absent so much that he's been forgotten.
We thought he passed away. We drove like 27 hours straight from, it's almost north of Maine out there.
Yeah, in Quebec,
Yeah,
Canada.
Eastern Quebec.
That's a lot of driving. By yourself? You did?
No,
You switched
there's
off?
two other guys, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we made a good time. We got back yesterday afternoon.
So what have you guys been working on today?
You're getting the bills paid. We're just thinking around.
Yeah. That sounds about right. Dinking around. I mean, look what he's got in his hands there, a hook.
Yeah, that would be cool. Ooh. Here it comes, huh? Hi, Dean.
Huh?
Where are you? There you are. Bo, you keep putting it in the dirt.
Yeah.
What are you doing anyway?
He's plowing.
Feeding. We're putting new hoses back here for the hydraulic hookups. Not fun. And then what I'm doing here, putting in an auto steer in this Steger. Got the globe on, so that's done. All the wires ran for that, but I looked all over the internet to figure out how to pull a steering wheel apart on a Steiger, which is pretty much the same as a deer, or I mean a versatile. So it's got this little cap on it. What you should be able to do is you push down on it and you turn it till it gets to a certain point and then it pops off. You know, see these little, right there, them little hooks. They go underneath here, right here, and then you just turn it one direction and then they get to here and then they pop out. But these over time get really hard. They're not soft, and it did not want to turn very good, so we ended up breaking that one there because we had to pry it out. So at least we didn't break this. It will still lock in there, just not quite as good. Some screws here and then another little guy here. We're going to pull this off and then try to get this whole steering column back off so we could put our 300 ATU on here. Not really what I wanted to do. I did look on putting in an inline system. The ATC Deere has a it's just called an ATC, automatic or auto track controller, and what that is, it's an electric over hydraulic steering motor basically that you can plumb your steering cylinders to, and then they got harnessing to go up into your 2630, and it could have been done. It's about $4,000 to $5,000 by the time you're all done building the hoses and doing some other stuff. You know, it'd have to be kind of a custom deal for this thing, I guess. So it would be nice to be able to use the original steering wheel and have all that stuff integrated, but I already had the steering wheel, $5 grand. I'm just gonna put this in. It'll be okay. The 300 seems to work a little better than the 200s did. Get that put in. Basically, put the brackets on, the anti-rotation, and should be good to go. So we wired this in 2630, and then got our power switch right here. I mounted that there, and then on the Steigers, there's a prong right underneath here on the floor for power and ground. So then I ran the radio to that, and then also this whole system here. So that's kind of handy. So yeah, this here, if anyone's interested, that's collecting IH equipment. This is an international radio. I think they're kind of rare. This is the hookup right here for the headphones, but there's the IH emblem is supposed to be right there. But all the knobs work and it turns, so it was actually in a cab in that 4520. So, and it just needs the little antenna here. But yeah, so it would be a pretty cool piece if you had it redone and was able to put it on a fender for an IH. If I would have known we had this earlier, I'd have had it redone for the 1468, but I didn't even know we had it until I took the cab off that 4520.
So what are we doing, guys?
Draining the cylinder.
Look at all that, wasting all that quick lift.
We're gonna use it.
Yeah, we're putting it back
Oh,
in
okay,
there.
as long as we put it back in. The Steiger wouldn't even know it.
No, probably not. All it does is sit in there.
What you doing, Bo?
Just replacing these O-rings.
Oh, that one looks like he's brand new.
Yeah,
Yesterday.
I think they're made out of rocks. Oh,
They start out as rubber and then they turn into plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. We're gonna go play in the sun. We got an oil leak. Where? Right here. It's gonna take a while. It's a little wrench is small. Must have shrunk.
Probably when it got cold.
Yeah. This wrench shrunk overnight. I gotta get a bigger one. Yeah. So if that's 1.125", I need what? A 1 inch? Here. How about that one? Hey, this one's swelled up. This one will fit. No, that's too big too.
It's metric, you know.
Oh,
Everything on these John Deeres are metric.
well, why not? So do you think we just pry on it and round it off a little bit, or should we get the right wrench?
Snug it up.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it leaking?
It might leak a little bit after a while, you know.
We'll have to get the right O-rings.
Oh, I think that's what it needed. She just needed to be punched in the hip, so she tightens up a little bit.
There he is. Well, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go hook up or get this old auger, because we got to pull some wheat out of these Cenex bins that we have here. They're little 5,000 bushel bins, and they're the way Grandpa set them up. Still, we haven't done anything. We've been planning on moving them for quite a few years, but never seem to get it done. So we do things the old way, the old auger. Here, Dane. The chain for this thing's in that little warm shack. Here, hop on the steps. We'll go get it.
You got a little bolt?
Come on. There you go. You got your chain.
My necklace.
It's not too bad out today. It's probably about 20 above. It's pretty nice.
There, break loose. That one's gross. There we go. Right over that bolt. You gotta never mind Mark. He's learning to drive. His first time out the gate here. We just gotta be patient.
Well, it's spinny anyway. Them mouses ate holes in Grandpa's thing.
Well, I gotta have something to eat. I'll eat that. Okay, we open this side. Yeah!
Get her open.
Get after it!
Okay. Now, after that's done, it's about lunchtime now. We're ready to take 4 loads out of this big bin here, and then we'll get that done soon, and then we'll be able to shovel the rest. So maybe by the end of the day we get 5 loads. Maybe.
Maybe. We're gonna earn our sandwich today, huh?
Yeah. This old GT auger's been on the farm ever since I can remember. I know it's been here since the 80s. Probably before that.
Well, it looks like a lot, but it ain't much coming out of it.
Oh, next week we're going on a field trip. But I don't know if I should tell you yet where we're going. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, we're gonna keep it a secret. But it's gonna be, you'll get to see it.
If you guys own a Steiger, or think about owning a Steiger, at least one of these, make sure you check your hoses that run up in there. They go into a steel line. Bull gave this tractor a thorough physical, and these steel lines here, then you way back over there, then they turn into rubber ones.
They've been rubbed, or look for any damages, because you do not want to have to do one of these out in the field. You won't, you'll be down for a full day trying to pull them out and put new ones in. Dane finished the ATU yesterday. He's out loading a truck right now, and Bo and him just got in from moving the auger out of the one Cenex bin that we showed you the other day to the next one.
So we needed to get a puller.
We bought a steering wheel puller, popped off the old steering wheel, and then was able to put this one on. Oh, let's see.
Yeah, right there.
Got it routed up nice and clean. Oh, I told him about the steering cylinders needing to be rebuilt. And then the drawbar we sent off to Dennis Wall, north of Greenbush. He's a welder fabricator, pretty awesome dude. He's gonna fix that hitch up, and I'll probably take you with out there when we go get it.
Been looking for you guys all over the place. Left you over here in the corner. You guys were there all by yourselves. Once you come west, we'll go this way. Finally getting to our combines. So we're gonna take these knives out and replace all these knives on the bottom here. I'm gonna pull this bolt out and just take this clamp off. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull this rod out and change it. So I already pulled this key out. I already took this loose. So now we can pull this shaft out and drop this down. Oh, them washers. Oh, no. These, it was like a candy parade. Okay, they're sharp. Yep. Yeah. There, it's like sprinkles. Oh. You gotta be. So this is what we're gonna do.
You want to weld them together? Do you want to put them all in the vise over there and weld?
I could, otherwise.
Then we don't have to deal with this during out in the field too.
Okay, I'll go weld them.
Yeah, I'll do that.
That's why your hats get crooked and her hair falls out.
Okay, we're climbing to the top.
Into the grain tank. I was up in here yesterday inspecting and looking at stuff here. Dropped this bubble up auger down, and down in here where it's driven, when this folds up, it engages these cogs, and that's what drives it. And I don't know if you can see very well, but there's some wear on that cog, so it's easy enough to replace. So I ordered one of them. We're going to do that. And everything else up here looks pretty good. Now I gotta clean the window. The window behind the cab into the grain tank here, you can take this window out, and that way you can clean the back of the cab window. Otherwise, in between there, you can't get in there, so you can't see your grain sample very well. So
What's that?
DEF.
Oh, that's our DEF fluid. Filter in there?
Yeah, I did this one, and then there's another one in here.
Looks real fun to get to.
I don't know.
Is that the tool for that, or you make that?
Yeah. I don't know if I'm doing it right. I have to go look at the instructions again.
To be continued.
Figured her out. This piece here comes out first. Yeah, that fell out.
Oh, look at that.
There she is.
Washing the camera, Bo?
Washing the cameras.
We got two cameras here.
One here. So it's for the tailing system. So there's this is like a video camera as far as I know. And well, you can probably see this one better. So this is the return and this is the clean grain.
This is the clean grain. There's a camera in there. Takes a picture.
And this is a moisture sensor. This goes up over here, so just taking these out to clean them. They're not terrible dirty, but clean them. And then in this here, there's an auger. This little electric motor runs, and that basically the sample comes through here and drops in here, and then this augers it back in.
Yeah, and that's a constant sample for the most part.
Yeah,
It's constantly managing or monitoring your grain moisture.
Tried to do this without spilling.
There's the little auger.
Just a little baby.
The timing marks lined up there.
Got her. And that's that.
Oh, I finally got out of the truck. Oh, I've been in that thing for hours every day. We don't need anything from the peanut gallery over there.
Didn't notice it. Yeah, that was funny.
Oh, he thinks he's funny. Oh, anyway.
Hours and hours.
Hours and hours of trucking.
How many miles you got on?
I haven't even been able to keep track. It's been so many.
1.5 million, I suppose.
Truck's getting close to 1 million miles. It's getting up there.
But with 10 miles on it? Or?
No, I think there was probably about 15,000. Okay, so there's a science, oh no. It's a science, not N, it's a science experiment that we have here. Looks like something's growing on this tray.
Yep.
So it is growing.
Yep. You have to get Bo to explain.
Bo, you want to come over here and talk about this science experiment we got growing?
You want to touch it.
As you touch it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's this? What do we got going on here, Jangles?
DEF. Definitely deaf.
Definitely deaf. So,
No, it just crystallized overnight. I replaced these filters.
what did it crystallize overnight from? The truck? The
No,
combine?
it's from the combine. These
So
are the
this-
DEF filters.
Yep.
2 of them. So I replaced them. So there was liquid DEF sitting in here, and this is what it does. It crystallizes. When it contacts air, it crystallizes. And
Wow.
there's that.
I never knew that. Did you know that?
No.
Did
Well,
you
I
know
was
that?
Born in a barn.
You were same here, obviously.
But it does that in fuel too. Even if it gets in your fuel,
Yeah.
it's pretty hard on a combine to put it in your fuel. But some of the pickups where they're right next to each other, if you put the DEF in the fuel and run that lift pump at all, it gets into the fuel and it'll do this inside the injectors and everything. So
So
it's
that
a bad deal.
that is a bad deal. You wouldn't want that happening.
As hard as
It's-
a rock. Pretty cool.
It is pretty
It's
cool.
basically what DEF fluid is a form of nitrogen.
So you guys have been busy today.
Yeah.
Busy getting things done on a Friday.
Oh yeah, everybody else is sloughing off.
Huh. I've
you've
been trucking, so I can't
Oh.
be in here working. Somebody's got to make the money.
Yeah.
They're just spending it on parts.
Yeah.
I'm making it.
Well, if we're gonna make any more this year, we gotta machines have gotta work.
That's true. Can't make the money if the machines don't work. So you've been working on the truck. What, did Boyd break it down or what? Or is that the one that Dana's
No,
been
this
driving?
is from a while ago. This is a cooling fan control solenoid. That was from weeks ago. We just haven't.
Just
has it been
finally
trucking
getting
so
the-
hard that
Yeah, I
we
know.
haven't been able to get it in there.
We have keeping the roads hot.
Yeah. Right.
Making the roads worse than they already are. So I guess that's a wrap for this week. I don't think we've got anything else going on. It's Friday night, Friday afternoon, Friday evening. So yeah, we will see you guys in the next one.
Laters.